everyone, welcome to Sujna Digital Space Studio. Now coming to the daily current affairs of today. So coming to the first article, here the South Korea medical student quota freeze. So coming to the South Korea's education in medical school, here the government is exceeding the 3,000 students from the South Korea universities. So coming to the first of the 3,000 per year in the 13-day dispute, and coming to the second of the thousands of the trainee doctors has excelled from the universities by this exemption of the taking of the medical students here are suffering so much in the form of the South Korea's government. The South Korea is doing this way. The South Korea, coming to the South Korea's hospitality is very good since the last 2 years, and now the South Korea's hospitality by taking the 3,000 medical students from the universities are becoming the tough patients, and here the patients are holding a very important role in the hospitals, in the private hospitals as well as the government hospitals. So here the South Korean trainer doctors are going away and striking on this case, on the scheme, and here the trainee doctors in the PhD and the PG are going to help to be a doctors are exceeding as well. So they are striking in the roads of the South Korea. And coming to the second article of today, so coming to the NATO allies, which is the Trump is telling that they are not giving enough tariffs to the in the form of the NATO, and the Trump is criticizing that they used to conform to give the enough tariffs to their defense as well, and they're supportive of themselves who is NATO is depending on the US. So compared to the NATO, here the tariffs are becoming so tough to the Russia and Ukraine as well. The Trump is criticizing the NATO and Russia and Ukraine to give a tariffs and for not stopping the war. So coming to the third article of today. So here the China's foreign minister is criticizing the Trump for the small could not affect the powers could not affect the small. So here Beijing is going to resolutely counter the US tariffs on the criticizing of the US. Here the foreign minister of China is criticizing the US Prime Minister who is Donald Trump, and he's going to be a very important role in the tariffs and keeping criticizing all the countries on the tariffs because of the dollar dominance of the US. And coming to the fourth article of today, so coming to the SpaceX Starship has exploded. So here the Elon Musk major hard work is going in the trash, and this is the second attempt of the Elon Musk, and he is going in a failure of second Starship, which is exploded in the space that can be visualized. And so coming to the fifth article of today, Donald Trump has announced the reciprocal tariffs on their trading partners. Example, India. There is a meeting of India on the tariffs, and here the body is telling that there is a meeting occurred in between the U.S. President Donald Trump and the India's President PM Modi, and here the India says that it is looking for the greater depending on the U.S. and by reducing the tariffs, it can be import and export minerals to the Trump and the trading economic to the Trump, so that the ties with the India by reducing the tariffs can make the US more profitable with the ties with the India, says PM Modi. So coming to the sixth article of today. So coming to the Mahakumbh 2025, there is a man. The boatman has earned about 30 crores of the economy in the Uttar Pradesh. Here the Uttar Pradesh Prime Minister has telling that he used to have 80 boats yearly when the Kumbh Mela has started, and he kept the gold in it, gold in the loan, gold as a loan, and there are many loans he kept in the bank, and he used to buy another 80, total 160 boats in the Mahakumbh Mela of 45 days, and he earned 5,000 per day and 50 to 52,000 per month, and overall in the 45 days he earned 30 crore of rupees, which is very accuratable and commercial, and his name is Pintu Mahara. So coming to the seventh article of today, a Jaguar fighter helicopter in Haryana has exploded, which is the jet has crashed in the Haryana and near the Panchkula district in the Friday. Here the pilot of the jet has ejected safely. So coming to the seventh article of today, here coming to the Trump, there are many. Here the Trump is going to be held that there are no citizens which are from the countries of Afghanistan and the countries of the Pakistan are not allowed to the US anymore. So he's telling that the citizens of the Africa, the citizens of the Afghanistan and the citizens of the Pakistan are not allowed to the US, and because of the major crisis of the Afghanistan and the Pakistan, and the war between them is starting now. They are criticizing each other by this. It can affect the economy of the America as well. So he's not allowing that Trump. So the Trump is not allowing the countries of Afghanistan and Pakistan citizens to not allow to the US. So coming to the ninth article of today, Lalit Modi has applied to surrender his passport, said MEA acquired citizenship of Amit Banote. MEA has said that the former minister who is the IPL former minister who is Lalit Modi's acquisition of citizenship has held, he surrendered his passport, and comparing to it was banned in the High Commission of the London the citizenship acquisition. So coming to the ninth article of today, mass shooting in the Toronto pub has injured 12 people and the police as well. The police is researching about this. In the Toronto, there are many who are going to the pub has held a has held a Friday night. Here in the pub, many people are shooted by the gun and 12 are injured in the pub, as well as the police of 2 members are injured. So here the police has started the investigation of the suspect as well. So coming to the 10th article of today, on the occasion of the Women's Day, the Modi has announced that 6 women of the families he had taken the information of what they use it to take in their families and what actually they use it to do, and the messages that are granted from them, and he taken some of the struggles of them during the days of the independence, during the days of the Women's Day, and it's going to be very thankful to the Modi who is letting the people to know their problems and the struggles they have made in their life. So coming to the 11th article of today, Rania Rao, who is a Kannada actress, has arrested because she kept a 14.8 gold in the belt area and in the thigh of about 16.7 grams of gold, and she was arrested in the airport for attempting this personal acquisition, and she is going to be held that there is about of the value of the gold is about 13 crore has hidden in her belt. So coming to the 13th article of today, so coming to the US job growth has came to the 4.1% of growth. This is the suspending growth of small growth of the US job seeking, and the US government is looking forward to it. So coming to the 14th article of today, US President Donald Trump has lifted sanctions and the tariffs on the Russia. He said saying that it is compulsory to keep the sanctions and the exclusive tariffs on the Russia in the form of the peace agreement of both Ukraine and the Russia. In the form the meeting had held that in the form of the meeting had held with US, the Vladimir Putin and the US President Donald Trump has occurred a meeting. In this, the Trump has said that they are putting the sanctions and the exclusive tariffs on the Russia until a ceasefire and the peace agreement has held confirmed with the Ukraine. So coming to the 15th article of today, prosecutors and judges hope that in the effort in Kentucky to avoid the punishment and get help from people charged with urban camping could serve as a US-wide model. So coming to the 16th article of today, nearly 300 flights have cancelled in the Hamburg in Germany. Here they were criticized that in the Germany the pilots have stopped many of the flights, and here there are much details about the stopping of the about of 300 flights in the one day, and what are the benefits of stopping the flight and in the Hamburg in the Germany. Here, the British trade union has did not give the permission to take the flights, and here airport workers have gone to the homes after the 10 flights, and the other 300 flights were stopped because of the notice of not releasing the flights of 300 flights. So coming to the 18th article of today. So coming to the Norway sky jumping, the Olympics have occurred in the Norway. There are a Norway sky jumping are used to scam and manipulated the sky jumping boards, which are efficient and some of AI used tools, and it is a crime to use such a terminated and very effective and the non-illegal usages of this board. And the Norway has the Olympics who are held the Olympics, and the higher officials have banned the Norway players, and they use it to get a very good punishment and severe punishment on this by doing this scam over the Olympics of skywarding. So coming to the 17th article of today, Donald Trump has saying that US has just stopped and just ended the suspension of the intelligence sharing with Ukraine. So coming to the 20th article of today, so we use oil, which is the palm oil cheap palm oil has held a very low price in this year, and it's going to be cheap in the next years as well, which we use in the daily cooking. Mainly India using this palm oil very efficiently, and pricing of cooking oil is beyond on this level. The years for stagnating production and a biodiesel push in the top producer Indonesia that are making traditionally cheap palm oil costlier, eliminating an advantage of that also curb the prices of the rival oils as well. So coming to the 21st article of today, European arms imports rose to 155% in 2020-25, and Ukraine was the most production and the importing country from the overall countries by the form of the Russia, and it's going to be the first import of all countries, and it's going to be the first imported following Russia's 2022 form invasion, according to the report released by a leading conflict think tank. So coming to the 22nd article of today, ex-tropical cyclone as held in the Alfred, which is in the Australia, has affected many people from this, and the ex-workers have suffered many problems due to this cyclone, and it may affect all the schools as well, and the workers, mostly the workers of the children who are going to the schools are affecting, and the fees of the school children are also being affected it. So the Australian government has finally told that it could be a major support to give the workers in Australia, to give money to them and support to their families as well due to the cyclone effect in the Australia Alfred. And so coming to the 23rd article of today, here the President Zelensky has went to the Saudi Arabia and talks with the Crown, who is the President of Saudi Arabia, in the form of the US sanctions and the tariffs to keep the peace agreement of in the form of the Russia, and the ceasefire to stop the war is going to be held with the Russia. And here, the Saudi Arabian President Mohammed bin has announced to help the Ukraine to be rid of the tariffs that keep in the form of the US. So, coming to the 25th article of today, US President Donald Trump has finally said that his administration is touched with the four leading countries, which is different groups, about the sale of the Chinese owned social media platform, which is TikTok, and it's going to be a major talk to the US that can be criticized by the China and the China's economy. So he's willing that would stop the social media groupings with the Russia with the Trump by banning TikTok.